A zoo in Florida, Dade City's Wild Things, came under fire in recent weeks for allowing visitors to swim with baby tigers as part of an up-close animal encounter promoted by the business. Video footage and photographs were released showing tiger cubs swimming in a pool with tourists and a person who appeared to be a handler repeatedly preventing one young cub from climbing out of the pool, despite the baby crying out in distress. The zoo charged $200 per person for the 30-minute experience, which has been branded cruel and ridiculous by animal protection advocates. Zoos argue that their main focus is to care for and conserve endangered animal species. But stunts such as this one go to show that, when profit can be made, animal welfare is often given lower priority. Sadly, the way in which the cubs are being exploited by the zoo is not an isolated incident. The Wild Things Zoo, based in Dade County, has reportedly had a complaint filed against it by the USDA for continuing to mishandle animals, particularly infant and juvenile tigers, exposing these animals and the public to injury, disease, and harm. CBS Tampa reports, according to the complaint in 2012, inspectors cited Wild Things for failing to provide proper veterinary care for a black panther, forcing a tiger cub to stay in the water even though it clearly wanted to get out, and maintaining a perimeter fence that was too low. The list of complaints is alleged to date back to include incidents from 2010. Animal rights activists condemn the zoo's practice of charging visitors for access to the animals, calling it abusive and dangerous to the animals' health. The cubs are awakened repeatedly for anyone who will pay to pet them or take photos with them, said one critic on the 911 animal abuse website. Cubs don't like holding still for petting sessions and photo opportunities. The swimming solves that problem because the cub has to swim for dear life. Another investigator from PETA witnessed a caretaker at the establishment as they lowered a young tiger into a pool by the tiger's tail, pulled the tiger's tail in order to restrain it while it was in the pool, and pulled the young tiger out of the pool by the tiger's right front leg. Not to mention, it has been noted that young tiger cubs used in the swim experiences are far too young to be separated from their mothers and are likely to experience stress and fear from being handled by unfamiliar people on a regular basis. The one-on-one playtime is limited to tigers no heavier than 40 pounds, due to a state law that restricts how closely the public may interact with large cats. The U.S. Department of Agriculture issued a warning citation to Dade City's Wild Things last year for a number of violations, including an incident in which a handler forced a tiger cub into a swimming pool after the animal appeared hesitant to enter the water. When the animal tried to exit the pool, the handler forced it to keep swimming. The cub swam towards the handler located at the pool wall and extended its paws toward the edge of the pool, apparently wanting to get out of the pool, a U.S. Department of Agriculture official wrote in an inspection report dated September 2011. Instead of pulling the cat out of the water and stopping the encounter, the handler decided to continue with the swimming. Unfortunately, these complaints and incidents aren't the only issue with the zoo. Furthermore, a number of the cubs photographed are white tigers. Despite misleading promotion from zoos which breed these animals, the white tiger and white lions are not rare species of big cat, but are, in fact, the result of two animals with the same genetic condition, known as leucism, being deliberately mated. As the white tiger population is so small, the gene pool is limited, leading to inevitable inbreeding. This has lifelong welfare implications for the animals involved, but zoos continue to breed these unusual-looking animals as they are so popular with visitors. White tigers and lions have been documented as suffering from congenital cranial problems, respiratory disease, and a shortened lifespan. The use of animals, and particularly young animals, in close encounter experiences is rife across the zoo and animal entertainment industry. But it is not just animal welfare being put at risk. One Green Planet recently reported on a young boy who was given a swim with a sea lion experience at a Spanish zoo for his birthday. The treat turned to tragedy after the little boy was attacked and had to be taken to the hospital as a result of his injuries. This is a single example of many unfortunate incidents that occur when wild animals are forcibly put in close contact with people. We don't believe that animals, and particularly baby animals, should be hired out and subjected to stressful situations, and we are sure that you green monsters agree. You can help bring an end to the cruel exploitation of the cubs at Wild Things Zoo by taking the action suggested by the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, PETA. If you become aware of animal handling events being held at a zoo near you, you can raise concerns with respected organizations such as Born Free USA, who monitor zoos and take action when welfare concerns are raised. The best thing we can all do as individuals is to boycott cruel animal attractions like Dade County Wild Things. These pitiful establishments run on profit, so when the money stops coming in, the need to exploit these animals ends. No living creature should suffer for the sake of our entertainment. The zoo says the animals enjoy swimming and that they are especially easy to control in the water. Tigers are known as the best swimmers of all the big cats, with webbing between their toes to make their feet more like flippers, the zoo states on its website. We can manipulate them more easily as they are floating. When they are young, they love taking baths, and then we slowly introduce them to the pool. The zoo also offers swimming lessons with alligators whose mouths are taped shut.
If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with your friends and family. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.